7 of the National Football League. And we've got the Seahawks' speedy running back. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Seahawks and the Chargers, next on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
He was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once you get there on the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get it. Really was Lambo too in order to get it to him.
And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I think if he has most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. This complete to Lockett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's at the 40, 20, Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and that'll be second down. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down right around the 25. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 59 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this. first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton. And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Josh Lambo and the field goal unit for the Chargers. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Lambo is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the first down. And now the red flag out on the field. Late challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
This is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on second down. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now let's see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get...
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. But kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. Well, they've won a few in the years following. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch him.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the red zone. His throw complete right side of the tight end Parham. And he's brought down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after by Lando, open good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people in big games as well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover.
Ticket plays under review.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
A little football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now it's Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it will tie our game here in the third. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
when a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder. A field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
And he loses the football a second time.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Eckler now between the tackles. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A couple of first downs on the drive already as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the give, this is Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, it's Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled watching him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack block.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sebastian Joseph Day drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line. Here comes Carter. Shifts by him. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On on is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Lockett. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another shot here on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Right back to him on first down.
To about the 26 here.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one, a 13-play drive in total.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, from both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player.